You're listening to Muscle and Mind, your weekly dose of science-backed strength and strategy, hosted by Blake Anders, a sports science grad who breaks down fitness and mindset into real-world results. Train smart, think strong. This is Muscle and Mind.
Welcome to another episode of Muscle and Mind, your weekly dose of science-backed strength and strategy. I'm your host, Blake Anders, and today, we're delving into the powerhouse world of compound movements. These exercises are foundational to any effective training program, whether you're a beginner lifting for the first time or a seasoned athlete looking for optimized performance. We're going to talk about why squats, deadlifts, and presses should form the backbone of your workouts, and how you can program them for maximum efficiency and gains. So, let's get started because this is not just about moving weight. It's about moving with purpose and gaining both physical and mental strength. To kick things off, let's define what we mean by compound movements. Simply put, compound exercises are those that work multiple muscle groups at the same time. Unlike isolation exercises, which target a single muscle group, compound movements involve coordinated full-body movement patterns. This not only makes them incredibly efficient, but allows for greater overall strength development and muscle growth. Think of them as the heavy hitters of strength training, a cornerstone for building a balanced physique. Now, what are some of the key compound exercises that should be part of your training arsenal? The big three that are almost universally revered in strength training are squats, deadlifts, and presses. Each of these movements forms the bedrock of effective training programs across disciplines, from bodybuilding and CrossFit to sport-specific training. Let's break each one down. Starting with the squat, it's often called the king of all exercises, and for a good reason. This movement challenges nearly every muscle in your body, especially the lower body muscles like the quads, hamstrings, and glutes. But squats aren't limited to just the legs. They engage the core, back, and even work the upper body to some extent. Whether you opt for a back squat, front squat, or goblet squat, the principles are the same. You're creating power and stability that translates into functional strength. Let's not forget the role squats play in maintaining joint health and mobility, crucial elements for longevity in any fitness endeavor. Next, we have the deadlift, often regarded as one of the best measures of total body strength. Deadlifts are the ultimate test of mental and physical fortitude. After all, lifting a heavy object off the ground is pretty primal. The deadlift targets not only the posterior chain including the glutes, hamstrings, and lower back, but also heavily involves the core and upper body for stabilization. The beauty of the deadlift lies in its simplicity and the brute strength it develops. Variations like the Romanian deadlift can increase emphasis on the hamstrings, while sumo deadlifts can reduce strain on the lower back. Each variation offers a unique stimulus that can be tailored to personal goals or anatomical considerations. Lastly, let's move to the press, which includes movements like the bench press, overhead press, and even push presses. Pressing movements are essential for developing upper body strength, focusing heavily on the chest, shoulders, and triceps. However, similar to other compound exercises, presses engage a wide range of muscles beyond their primary targets. They require tight core engagement and stabilization from your legs. The various pressing movements offer versatility. The bench press is fantastic for horizontal pressing strength, while the overhead variants challenge your vertical pushing ability and demand balance and stability. So, why should compound movements constitute a major part of your training routine? For starters, they are highly efficient. In our increasingly busy lives, training time is often limited. Compound exercises allow you to get the most bang for your buck by engaging multiple muscle systems in one go. This holistic activation not only accelerates muscle growth, but also maximizes caloric expenditure, making them an excellent tool for those looking to trim body fat while building strength. Let's talk about programming these exercises effectively within a training plan. A well-structured program will consider sets, reps, and rest periods to balance intensity and recovery. For building strength, compound lifts can be programmed for lower reps, such as sets of 3 to 6, with higher loads. For hypertrophy, consider moderate rep ranges, such as 8 to 12 reps, with slightly lower weights, but higher volume. Rest periods will vary. Strength-focused sessions might require longer rest to allow for neural recovery, whereas hypertrophy-oriented sessions may incorporate shorter rests to maintain muscle tension. It's about matching your program to your specific goals. Now, Let's address some common mistakes people make with compound movements. First and foremost, neglecting form is a recipe for injury. Compound movements demand precise technique due to the heavy loads typically involved. Maintained focus on perfecting form over adding weight can prevent injuries and ensure long-term progress. Another mistake is overloading on volume. People assume more is better, but with compound lifts, quality trumps quantity. Lastly, failing to balance compound movements with complementary exercises can lead to muscular imbalances. Using accessory lifts to target weaker areas can enhance your compound performance and overall muscular development. An interesting aspect of compound movements is the connection they create between physical strength and mental clarity. Performing these lifts requires concentration and mindfulness, reinforcing the mental aspect of training. As you challenge yourself to lift heavier, you're also strengthening your mind's ability to push past perceived limits. The focus and discipline developed through regimented training carry over into other aspects of life, ultimately enhancing mental resilience and clarity. Another crucial component is the intentional focus that compound movements demand. By their very nature, these exercises force you to engage not just on a muscular level, but mentally as well. Ensuring each rep is performed with precise form requires concentration and deliberate action, which translates into sustainable progress. This intentional approach to training not only improves physical outcomes, but also fosters a sense of achievement and personal growth, reinforcing the discipline needed to maintain fitness long-term. Incorporating compound movements properly in your workout regime can indeed elevate your results and redefine your approach to fitness. The key is treating these lifts with respect, prioritizing them in your workouts due to their effectiveness and substantial return on investment in terms of strength and hypertrophy. Whether your goal is to become stronger, leaner, or both, integrating compound exercises with intention and understanding serves as a foundation for successful training. In wrapping up today's episode, I want to emphasize the transformative power of compound movements, not just in the gym, but in life. Squats, deadlifts, and presses form the core of any robust training routine, offering not only physical but mental benefits through disciplined, focused, and intentional training. Remember, each rep is a step towards aligning your physical abilities with mental strength. By incorporating these principles, you'll not only see improved fitness results, but also greater clarity and determination in all areas of life. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Muscle and Mind. I hope you found it enlightening and motivating. Remember, this podcast is here to offer clarity amid the noise, bridging the gap between physical gains and mental fortitude. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to subscribe, share, and leave a review. For more insights and updates, follow me on social media. Keep training with purpose, and I'll see you next time for another science-backed dose of strength and strategy. Until then, keep lifting and keep growing, with both muscle and mind.
That wraps up this episode of Muscle and Mind, where strength meets strategy. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to follow and share it with someone who trains with purpose. For more episodes, tips, and resources, head over to muscleandmindweekly.com. Until next time, train smart, think strong.